think student governing board is definitely like a start. Like, I think there's a lot of work to do still in making sure that like we have all like different ethnicities, all different people from low income backgrounds, foster youth. Like right now, I still think that that outreach has not been done to make sure that everyone is properly represented on student governing board. And along with that, I think student governing board is a start just because we still don't have a vote on the table. Like, although I'm there at the board meetings, you know, I still don't have a vote. So it's like I'm not really equal to the adults, to be honest. Like that's kind of how it feels sometimes, and it does get frustrating. You know, like, being part of like of these groups, it's a good thing, and you do get just like that sense of frustration just because. It's like you want to see the change happen, but there's like so many things going on, such as budget cuts, which is like a big thing that happened back in 2020, and then just like all these limitations, and still kind of like that internal insecurity where you're just like at the end of the day, how will this be implemented? Like, because we can't really control everything as youth, you know what I mean? And like our jurisdiction right now is just kind of limited, and so I think with that, I hope to see like in the future. What we do right now is just like kind of planting the seeds, and I really hope to see like just our work grow and like being carried forward, because I think the values that we have are so important, because once again, like we just put so much emphasis on things such as like student mental health and just like things that were never really talked about before. And so I think that once we kind of open up these spaces more and give students more power to create change is when we'll see so many different improvements in the district. And in terms of like preparing students, again, I definitely think that like there is so many barriers to being part of these groups still. Like until this year, like you would have to drive all the way to the district to participate in student governing board, and you know like that's just like not accessible. And so I think that kind of being mindful of that kind of stuff and like making sure that groups like these don't have a bunch of like random requirements like letters of recs or like grade checks, like all these things that are just really unnecessary. I think that like getting rid of those and just like valuing the students as they are is so important. And I'm glad that the Student Governing Board has been taking that direction, and I think Californians for Justice has always been like that, where they just like anyone is welcome to join basically. And I think organizations like Californians for Justice specifically are really important because they really do kind of walk you through everything and kind of have like the process of like bringing up something to the board or reading through a policy proposal, making it kind of more accessible and digestible, because you know sometimes it's a lot of information all at once. And so I think it's really great to have like these trainings and meetings where we're just being introduced to a topic, or where we can just have the space to grow. And I think that's just really important because it's hard to be expected to know everything at this age.